Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Miss Luana Real Talk. Well, I'm just jumping in here today. Today is the 27th day of April, and April is almost done. So I'm just giving you a heads up that, of course, I will be live on TikTok and also transferred to YouTube, possibly Facebook too, on May the 1st. That is the day of my last born son. He was born that day. And I will give you the story from the beginning to the finish. I more or less told you the finishing of the story, the middle to the finish, whenever it was his murder date on the 16th of April. But I will be sharing about, his before his birth and after his birth, and my feelings about how the end went. I will be sharing that on TikTok on May the 1st. Possibly, I don't know, I will post and say what time. It might be like 6 or 7. So I'll be on here again. So you could tell a friend to tell another friend that they can join me. And especially if you are a mother that lost their child, I hope you would join me and also look at my YouTube channel, which is Miss Luana Real Talk. I share a lot of videos. It's like over a year worth of videos. After the TV show ended because the studio closed, so God just gave me something else to do because I got a lot in me. And he don't take us through something to just hold it to ourselves. So I shared some of my emotions and some of my different days on Miss Luana Real Talk, because we go through like a roller coaster of emotions, and we might not know each other, but I guarantee you, when you do look at my channel, if you take your time and scout through it, you'll probably see something similar how you feel, because we might have came in from different roads and different roads and streets, but we're on the same highway. We have to learn how to live without our loved one during this aftermath of losing them, no matter how you lost them. And I can also say maybe some of them would even fill in for losing a mother or father, because I lost mother, father, 3 brothers, nephew, nieces, 3 sons, so cousins, so I'm just saying, but I usually, zoom in on the things about my sons, because that is very sacred to me. So on May the 1st, on or about 6 or 7 p.m., I will be sharing what I need to share on my son, Don Aaron Jones' birth date. I say birth date because it ain't his birthday no more, because he won't be here to celebrate it, or he won't be here. So nevertheless, though I've been going for 14 years, but every birthday and death date, it feel like it just happened. And I know a lot of parents could relate to that. So please tune in. In meantime, feel free to go to my Miss Luana YouTube channel rather. And I have I might have like 40 short videos. And I also have over 100 something length, 10-minute videos. So go there, and I hope and pray that something you see might, be similar to what you're feeling. And because I don't know it all, I just know what I've been through. And I'm not keeping it in. God pushed me to share what I've been through. That's why we had the TV show, which I named. It was a God-given TV show because God gave me the name, Relief. And relief stands for recognizing every lingering inward emotional feeling. Now, that is exactly what happens when you lose a loved one, because it be so different. When it first happened, it's abnormal because, you lost your kids. You're like, Or even if you lost your mother or father, you got to get used to that. So afterwards is when we begin to recognize every lingering inward emotional feeling. God gave me the name, and it was definitely on deck, because that's exactly what happens after you lose a loved one. So I'm just happy about this, because we have to find it when you begin to deal with the grief. God putting some pouring creativity in you, and this is what He gave me. I can't hold it in. I need to share what He bring me through. So that's why another reason why you have the Miss Luana Real Talk YouTube channel. So I think, let me say, I somewhere I probably shared about dreams. I probably shared about where things happen after their death, while you're in the house by yourself, and different triggers I shared. It's all, I got so many, I can't just name them off the top of my head, but it's there, it's in there. So you're welcome. And if you know somebody else, especially a mother or father that lost a loved one, I think it would be a good idea when they feel up to it, they can look through there and maybe find something, because when we know that we ain't the only one feeling that way, that's a little bit of strength also. Iron sharpens iron, and that's a true fact. What I'm weak in, somebody else be strong in. What somebody else strong in, I'm weak in. But we might be a sad group, but together we will be strong. Because you're not in it alone. And speaking on a child level, it's a terrible thing to lose a child, because we as parents think that our children are going to bury us. But for myself and so many other parents, it didn't go like that. Times have changed. So we need every little help we can get along the way, and sharing with each other is a great big help, because after the fact, that's when we begin to recognize every lingering inward emotional feeling. People think after the funeral is over for us. No. We got a lot go on after that, and we got to learn how to live without our loved one in our life, especially your child. And I could say I love all my loved ones, but the one that really hit me the hardest a lot of times is the woman who birthed me, my mother, Miss Luella Coward. And also the ones that I birthed, my sons, and I thank God for my 3 daughters I still got. They gave me a lot of grandkids. But no, those things, who I birthed and they're gone, and they were teenagers. None of my sons reached the age of 20. In 11 years, I lost all of my sons as murder victims. One of the cases have been solved. Those people got 10 to 20 years, but they were out in 10, and they still living their life. They could come home and say, hey, Mom, but none of mine can come home, and so many other can't come home to their moms or dads. So I hope that you will share this with someone else, because I really think we got to do your piece for peace. That be your piece for peace. We can't just keep it all ourselves. We need to let people know how we feel. And the good part about this is everybody don't want to hear it. So that's why God put on my heart to do these type of things, because we do need somebody who understands. Because if nobody never lost a child, they don't understand. I ain't holding it against them, but sometimes therapists don't even understand. I would advise you to get a grief counselor also. They might understand. But if a person if they ain't walking your shoes of losing a child, they wouldn't know. If they ain't walking your shoes of losing a mother or a father, they wouldn't know. Or a brother or a sister or even a nephew. But like I said, iron sharpen iron. And if you know someone, I would appreciate if you let them know about this channel also. Well, until the 1st, and also I'll be back on May the 11th. That's right. My son Harry was murdered Friday before Mother's Day, May the 11th, 2001. I will be back that day also. If the Lord spare me, I will be here. So God bless you all. I really thank the ones that are looking at my TikToks and my YouTubes. I really appreciate y'all. So if y'all know somebody that lost a child, turn them towards Miss Luana Real Talk YouTube. And with that, I say have a happy rest of your day, and God bless you and your family. Don't forget the ones that was here, and love the ones that you still have a chance to be with. And that is a wrap. God bless you. This is April the 27th, 2026. Yes.